the insanity of using against my will over and over and over, being completely and utterly powerless over it, um, not having not having any defense against it, against using. I mean, I I would get clean for a week, maybe stay that way, and then without having any control over my own will, I end up at a liquor store. Then I end up with a crack pipe, and then I end up homeless, and I end up completely alone, and then I end up eating out of dumpsters, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Not having any control over my life, like I said, the utter powerlessness over it. Um, Coming to the understanding that if I attempt to get sober, clean on my own, it's not going to work. It's never worked. There's I mean, I'm 38. Since I was 13, the progression of it's been consistent. It's just gotten worse, whether it's been alcohol or drugs. When they say it's a progressive disease, it's a progressive disease. It gets worse over time. Every time I go back to it, it goes worse. It gets worse. Either I'm getting closer to death, or I'm going to end up in a jail, an institution. I'm going to end up somewhere I have no control of. So right now I lost my $2 to they're not lost yet, but they're in the process of taking my $2. They have them. Foster's had them for 16 months now. They're trying to serve me and take my parental rights as a direct result to being uh, drinking and using and and just not having any control. I've been in this process for so long that I want the change to last. I don't want it to be when I leave here 2 weeks from now, because I didn't put the footwork in. I didn't do the groundwork. I didn't do what needed to be done. That I'm going to be coming back through that door worse than before, or worse, I end up dead, or I do something really horrible and I end up doing the rest of my life in prison, getting on the disgusting merry-go-round and fire sailing my life. It's happened too many times. Interestingly enough, I was in I was at a program called Elevate, and uh, somebody was there that had done your guys' detox, and they were talking about you guys had your own chef, and I freaking love to eat. They said you guys had like a gourmet chef, and like you're a new program, and so they gave you like the option. You had that pick, three different programs that you have to move on from the PHP. So you have to take a step down from that, and they give you three choices. Well, I kept only giving them one choice. I wouldn't give them any other choice, and it was they came down to like my like 6th day, and you guys like out towards them, kicking me out to another program, and you guys finally called back, and I was like, I was in there jumping for joy. It was like all good stuff. It was like all good things, and like I was like I was on air at that point because I didn't know what this program was about, but I knew if the detox was that good, I knew this was going to be good. And just coming in the door here, when you first walk in the door, the impression that you get, you're in good hands. That's like you can like breathe a sigh of relief, and you're in good hands. You're safe. I was able to gather my strength, gather my energy, gather the energy that was needed in order to start recovering. Like starting over and starting this process over and like learning how to live again when chaos is your normal, and then learning how to be normal. Learning how to be normal is like swimming upstream, like a trout swimming upstream. It's unnatural. So just learning to make my bed, brush my teeth, take a shower, wash my clothes, cook my meals, what I did was I just started with one healthy routine and get 3 days with that, and then I just kept adding, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm slowly but surely adding small things to my routine, slowly at a time, so I don't get overwhelmed, and I'm keeping the routine, and it's working for me. The first goal is to stay sober and clean. The second one is to I want to get my children back. There's a series of goals that goes with that. Like I have to get my own place. I have to maintain a job. Uh, uh, I have to demonstrate that I can be a productive member of society before I can ever demonstrate that, which means taking care of myself, so that I can demonstrate that I can take care of my children. And this is like my last. If I don't do that this go around, I won't. I won't get them back. I know that. Hygea has every single step of the way. For the best thing the Hygea ever did was provide for me and allow me to have my own space. And they allowed me to come to them. It wasn't like they tried to force me to do anything. They allowed me to come to them in my own time. They allowed me to be vulnerable on my own. They allowed me to grow on my own. But all while being providing a conducive environment for recovery. They allowed me to do those things. And then when I was ready to come to them and start sharing and opening it up, they gave me trust and believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. It's working because I'm taking things slow and I'm following the suggestions and I'm willing to do whatever is necessary to make this work. Best piece of advice I could ever give is never give up. Each lesson that you learn is something that you can take and grow on and start a new journey. And if you never give up, then you never give up hope, then there's always reason, there's always a chance for you.